Please let me know, and otherwise we'll go back. We will go to the next point. Okay, the importance of focus. Okay, let me go ahead with fast. So you are in cause. If you are moving yourself into the cause and you have already values set consciously and unconsciously, so the most important is your focus, getting result from your focus. If you are at 0 or at 100, if you are 0 you are disempowered, if you are at 100 you are empowered, and you can practice the excellency. If you are not able to get excellency, at least you should be there where passing area. So when you are towards excellency, then only you are able to excel. Otherwise, if you are away from the excellency, you will not get the result what you want in your life. So always either you should be on passing area or 100% area, then only you are able to model the other person, their patterns, their strategy, you are able to model. So you get what you focus on, so focus on what you want. This is very very important. Just think this idea: if you have a negative focus, you will get negativity. If you have positive focus, you will get positive focus. uh, Whether you think you can or you think you can't, either way you are true or right. Henry Ford said. So whatever we are thinking, we think that I'm not going to excel in my life. You are not going to excel in your life. I don't have this skill. You don't have that skill. If you think that I'm a bad person, you are a bad person. If you think you are a good person, you will become a good person. If you think I'm always think positive way, you will start thinking positively. So it's all depend on you. So either way you are correct. I have a policy. Michelle says, I never listen to anyone explain why they can't do something. So people used to say, I can't do that. I can't do that. So why they used to say like this? Close your mic, please. Who is this? Please close your mic. Okay, thank you. So people used to say, I can't do this, I can't do that. So actually our policy should be like that. We shouldn't listen to this such kind of words. Even personally, we shouldn't say like that. Self-talk we used to have always in our mind, like I can't do this, I don't have capability to do that. So this continuously self-talk is actually harming, killing us. We should come out of this situation. We shouldn't respond to this kind of self-talk, negative self-talk. We always ask. Yesterday I told some of my friends that whenever a negative thought pop-ups, what you have to do, just acknowledge, thank you brain for giving me this negative thought, and ask your brain, is that any means like positive thought available for me? Or just acknowledge and ask for the alternate thought. Your brain will give more options, your unconscious mind will give more options, and this way you will start changing your thought patterns. You will have a better strategy. If you apply this small skill, your entire life will change, inshallah. What you have to do, whenever negative thought pop-ups, whenever you are in negative state, you feel anger, just say thank you brain for giving this message. Do you have any other behavior? Please provide me something better than this. I need some more learning. So if you say this way, you will have a lot of like empowering belief within you. Okay, let's move on a little bit more. So where there is a negative thinking, let there will be a reflection. So whatever I said, just deep down and contrary opposite thinking, you should come up with that. And means like sometimes you have to come up with 3 4 positive thought, so that that negative thought will be collapse. If you have only one positive thought, maybe you have 10 15 negative thoughts coming up. So it cannot fight one positive thought with 4 5 negative thought. So you should come up with 4 5 positive thought. Always say, if your brain is coming with more negative thought, just say thank you very much, please provide me something more, please provide me something more, something special. Like that continuously you ask to your brain. Brain will provide you a lot of things. Your unconscious mind is supercomputer, more than supercomputer. it is like 1 million people working for you. So it has a lot of capacity and it helps you a lot. So you get what you focus on. So focus what you want in your life. You need to be in charge of your focus and therefore your result. Richard Bandler, one of the co-founder of NLP, he used to say, who is driving the bus? Who is driving your bus? Your life, who is driving? You yourself driving. And if you think that this person is doing something for me, he makes me happy. People used to say, oh, honey, you makes me happy. Actually, he's not, he or she is not going to make you happy. Your internal state makes you happy. People used to say, my day, you make my day bad. Actually, nobody will influence you until you receive those information. You are ready to take that information. So who is driving the bus? If you want to take your bus to somewhere else, good garden or sea lake, you can drive your bus to that way. Or if you want to take to the graveyard, you can take your bus to the graveyard. It's up to you to decide, because you are on the wheelchair and sorry, on the car wheel. So you are driving your car. So you are the in charge of your own thing. So if you are focusing on that, therefore your result will be. So in Renovate Mind, we used to care people, but we don't want to listen to their excuses. I don't want you to give excuse all the time in your life. At least for these next 4 sessions. Next 4 session, I don't want any excuse to come from you. I want everybody to be empowered. We invite you to give up arguing for your limitation. I invite you to give up your arguing for your limitation. I don't have this, I don't have that. No. Average people focus on efforts. Let's check the achiever and average people. Achiever people focus on energy, their movement, their positive energy. If you are focused on efforts, you will be an average person. But if you have focus on energy, you will be a great person or achiever person. Average people focus on conscious mind, with how much it is 0.006% of total brain, total mind. Conscious mind is 0.006% focus. And like this, like 2 million bit of information our unconscious mind will receive. Only our focus conscious mind will receive how much? 134 or 126 bit of per second. Can you differentiate efforts and energy? Okay. So energy is like if you are doing any work, if you are a hard worker, you are making lot of efforts, you are putting lot of efforts to success that work, you are a hard worker. Okay. If you are a smart worker, you know how to do a work with a less time and with a smart skill way. So a hard worker who is means like in using all his energy in a negative direction, but other person who is a smarter one, he use his skill and energy in a smarter way. So like for example, I will give in a different way. Like you have a task, you are passionate to do that task, you will do it in a very less time. But if you are not passionate, you will put lot of effort to do that. You get the difference? If you are passionate, you will energy will drive. If you are not passionate, you need to be a hard worker or you have to give more efforts. Hope this sense to you. So second point, like average people concentrate on conscious mind, achiever concentrate on subconscious mind. Average people require attention, always they look for attention, but achiever never or little attention they require. Average people take physical resources, they always rely on physical resources, but achiever people, they take little or no personal resources. They know how to utilize people, they know how to persuade people, they know how to delegate work. These are the qualities of achiever people. The average people, what they has to do, they always collect the resources, they try to be there always everywhere. So achiever, they delegate the work and they believe that their delegation will going to work, and they have faith on their peoples. So always the leader who are the achiever, they have faith on their subordinates, colleagues. So average people, what they used to do, they lack in scope and scalability. But the other achiever people, they have the abundant scope and scalability. So what is that lack of scope? They will not have a big picture. They always go for a small thing. They will give work and they will focus always they are doing or not. So that is the average people approach. But the achiever, they always have an abundant scope. They have the scalability whatever they are doing. Average people limited or finite top, and this achiever people always unlimited and infinite. They always think of infinity. They always think of unlimited things. So always they focus for that. So if anybody has this question, any question for this? Otherwise we'll go to the next point. Oh, we are running short of time. We are already almost done. Anybody has means like a issue with time? Otherwise I will take another 5-10 minutes. It's okay, 5-10 minutes. Just say in chat box, it's okay, say okay. If no, hand raised. Yes, Mr. Taj. Okay, okay, fine. Taj, open your mic, and if you want to ask something, please let me know. You say
It's
okay.
okay.
Okay, okay, fine. So okay, habit, we are what we are repeatedly do. Excellence, then it is not an act, it's an habit. So whatever we are doing continuously, repeatedly, for excellency, if we are excellent to that act or work, it's not act, it becomes an habit. Whether it is negative or positive, it become habit. If negative habit, you have to kill that habit, come up with the positive habit. Aristotle says. So what is the difference between reality? I don't have any money, that is reality. But I can't make money, that is your limiting decision. I don't love anyone. That is reality. Maybe you don't have that passion to love anybody, but I can't love. That is your limiting decisions. You don't have love, okay, fine. But if you practice, you may fall in love with your kids, with Almighty God, whoever it is. I'm not athletic. It's a reality. But I can't develop athletic ability or skills. That means that is your limiting decision, which is holding you back, which is not allowing you to empower, which is not helping you to grow further. So these are the limiting beliefs which are holding you back. So put the odds out and set the standard. I have a negative relationship. This is a reality. But relationship aren't worth working for me. So if you have this, that means it is limiting belief. People lies, and that hurts me. That's reality. But I will never be able to trust people. That is your limiting decision. People are always in this situation. They never trust the other person. That is actually a limiting decision. We have a good means like entire we used to take in our NLP practitioner training, which we call timeline therapy, where we will take them to these limiting decisions and limiting belief, and we erase this all limiting belief and limiting decision which is holding them back, and they will come up like a small child, 7 years old child. Doing taxes is boring, it's reality, but I can't discipline myself, I can't give this. That means you are lying to yourself, or your limiting belief and limiting decision. And finally, people don't listen to me. This may be reality, but I can't influence people. That is actually your limiting decision, limiting belief, because you can influence anybody if you have a right skill, if you have a competency. For that you require time to get skill and competency, but you can influence to anybody. Reality might be people can't listen because you don't have influence, you don't have persuasion power, so you can't influence the people. But if you feel that I can't influence people, that is your limiting belief. Okay, the rule for success people makes lot of decisions. They make decisions quickly. Once they start at one path, they always finish. Ready, aim, fire. Last time I discussed already, the people, successful people, they took the ready, aim, and fire, and if it is not hitting the right target, they again took the trigger, ready, aim, fire. But unsuccessful people, what they used to do, they say ready, aim, 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 aim. They never pull the trigger. This is what the between the successful people or unsuccessful people. So our brain, how it works, all learnings and behavior and changes is unconscious level. Whatever habits we created related to learning, behavior, and changes, it all unconscious level.